Hey, what's up you guys? I'm Esther and welcome back to my channel and the last week of the Daniel diet. Yay! So I'm here to show you something that's been a staple throughout our Daniel diet, which is our flat unleavened Mazda bread. So what I've got here is 2 cups of whole wheat flour. I'm using just this gold medal, all natural whole wheat flour, plus a little bit extra for rolling out the dough. 1 teaspoon of salt, which you're going to put into your flour, and just 1 cup of water. And it's as easy as that. Those 3 ingredients are all you need. I have put different herbs and spices in there for different things, but these ones are going to be for some burger buns later. So we're just going to keep them nice and plain and natural. So I'm going to mix the salt in with my little spatula here to this flour. And then I'm just going to add the water really quickly. And I'm going to keep stirring with my spatula till it forms a dough. And you don't need it to be completely mixed with your spatula. Just enough so like you can get in there with your hands and not just get like water and flour all over you. So just keep stirring. It's going to get really flaky like this. It's a super easy, delicious bread. We've had it with curry, we've had it with burgers, we've had it with soup. Literally like every single meal. And it's great because it's so quick and super easy. So you're going to put that onto your counter, just all of the flour, that dough. Sure you get all the flour out of your bowl as much as you can with your little spatula, and then you're going to just like knead this a little till all of the leftover flour that didn't mix in with your spatula mixes in. You don't have to knead it like immensely, and just try and turn it over if you feel sticky parts and get the flour off of your countertop, and it'll all come together and start to get really smooth. You want your water to be about lukewarm. You don't need it to be hot, but you don't want it to be like super cold either, just nice and room temperature. And so this is what your dough looks like. It's just like this shaggy ball still, and that's perfect. That's exactly what we want. And so this will either make 8 larger circles or 16 smaller circles, but I don't need that many, so I'm just going to cut this in half, and this part is just going to go into the fridge for later when we're going to have bread at some other point. And so I'm going to use this, and then I'm going to keep using my spatula to cut this up into like 8 parts. Super easy, just roll them into little balls as you cut them. They're going to be pretty sticky, but that's what the flour's for. And so these are going to be 8 little sandwich-sized balls of dough. Super easy, super great. And you want to make sure they're all about equal. If you have to tear a little bit and add to another one, that's fine. And then you have that. You just have your 8 little balls. And so you're going to flour your counter a little bit with the same whole wheat flour. You're going to kind of coat your ball, make sure it's not sticky so you can roll it easy. And eventually you'll end up with something super rollerable. So I'm going to take my little rolling pin and start in the middle and go down, reflour as necessary. And I'm just going to roll this into a circular shape about the size of a burger. And that's perfect, super quick and easy. And I have this bigger frying pan over here, and I'm going to turn it on to a medium-high heat while I roll out a couple more of these to go on my pan. So a pro tip when rolling out like literally anything, start from the middle of your dough circle and you're going to roll out, and then you're going to turn it and then start in the middle again and roll out. And this means that you're not going like back and forth, creating tension in your dough and causing it to not roll as wide as it could. Instead, you're just rolling it into a circle, and then you can really control how your circle is shaped because you can roll out the edges from there just lightly with the end of your spatula and make it more circular or more square or like whatever shape you want it. This works with pie crust, this works with cookies if you're rolling them, like literally anything. Start from the middle and work your way out. And I'm just gonna roll a third one of these quick because my pan can fit 3 at a time that are this size. And this dough is a little bit sticky, so I have to work with this flour more than some doughs I've made. This dough that sits in the fridge is easier to roll because it's cold. But definitely work with the lukewarm water. You don't want cold dough starting out, otherwise it won't mix as well as you'd want it to. And so I have these 3 little circles, literally like no oil, no anything, just throw the circles onto your frying pan and that's it. They're gonna cook for about 1 minute on each side. Okay, so this is my bread. It's been cooking for about 1 minute and you can tell it's ready to flip because you can see some bubbles forming and it's starting to puff up in the middle like a pita bread would. And also when you pick it up, it'll be kind of hard and a little scratchy on the bottom. You'll flip it over and you'll see some little brown parts like that on the sides. And you can like literally flip this with your fingers, which I've done, but maybe like be safe and use tongs like a normal person. And see, this one's like really nice. It's got a little browning, and don't even worry if those look like a little bit burnt. They taste just fine, and they'll cook for about another 30 seconds to a minute on this side and they're done. They're super easy and super fast. Like literally these breads from start to finish took me like 5 minutes. So if you ever like bread, and not even just for the Daniel diet, like this is good flatbread. Like if you just want to put hummus on it, if you want to use it for a wrap or a roll, I wouldn't consider them tortillas, but definitely a good flatbread choice. So try some Mazda. Okay guys, so we're making these pineapple rings. My brother calls them donuts. They're just pineapple rings from a can with this date honey, which is just blended dates and water. You can save the pineapple juice and drink it if you like that, because no sugar, it's just packed in 100% pineapple juice. You sprinkle it with coconut flakes and some lime juice and broil them for 10 minutes and they are so delicious, guys. Like even not on the Daniel diet, you have to try these things. They're actually to die for. Okay guys, so tonight we have this chicken soup, and the chicken is made of soy curls, which are Daniel diet appropriate and super great. So it's made with cashew milk and vegetables and soup, and it's delicious. Yay! Okay guys, so tonight we're having sushi, I guess vegetarian sushi. I've been vegan for so long that I just never think that sushi actually has fish in it. But this one is jam-packed full of vegetables, looks like a rainbow, so pretty, so excited. I made a sauce that has liquid aminos and vinegar and sesame oil, and it's good too, so excited about that. Yay! So I had to show you this one today, guys. It's a Seitan gluten steak made from Vital Wheat gluten, and we eat it even not on the Daniel diet fast. And it has some mushroom gravy, and we have some smashed rosemary and garlic potatoes with peas, and of course salad. Really great meal. Maybe I'll make a video showing you how to make Seitan someday, but it's great. So we have done it. This is the end of the Daniel diet, the very last day. And so I'm here to share with you my thoughts and opinions and my sage wisdom as a now certified health genius. So I have with me my little book that I've been checking off and all my goals. So that's kind of what I wanted to go over just at the end of this series. I got like all of my water, all of my creating, all my sleeping, all my wellness. Those ones are all like 100% checked off. And as for some of the others, like the step counts and other exercises and music, those aren't like 100% done, but they are probably a lot more than some months previous to this. I would say that this diet has not like made me more able to do these things, but has just inspired me to start doing them again, like to start going out and walk again after like the Christmas season, and to start exercising again, and to start like focusing on other stuff and creating new things. And I feel like that was like the real benefit of this diet. As for my goals, feeling healthier was the number one goal. And I would say that like I didn't feel bad before. I really didn't. Like I didn't have any like overwhelming problems or anything that was like really wrong with me before. But I will say that on this diet, I haven't had all but like 2 headaches, and one of them was during like the detox, like only drinking water week. So I would say just like my mind's a little bit clearer. I feel a little bit more like willing to get up and do stuff in the morning and to exercise and all of that. So, you know, while there was nothing overwhelmingly wrong with me before, I feel like I am a little bit better now, you know? And the next one was to sleep better. And while I have not majorly readjusted my sleep schedule like I had hoped, I feel like I do have energy, and if that can be considered like sleeping better, like I have the energy to get up and do stuff and go walking and exercising and all that. It's not like I didn't have the energy in December, it's just that like I didn't want to. So maybe that goes back to like inspiration, but we did try our best. Clear skin was one of my goals that was outside of my control, and I will say that I do feel like my skin is a lot clearer than other times, so we'll just check that off as eating healthy does really help your skin, does really help your body to clear up and be clean and cleansed and all of that, more so than eating candy, because that definitely makes you break out. And the last one was a deeper spiritual connection. And I feel like I would say that on our spiritual journeys, we're always growing and changing. And it's not always a mountaintop experience, and you're not always in the trenches. Sometimes it's just neutral, and that's that. But I don't feel like I've just been neutral on this diet. Like I did definitely read my devotional and pray most of these days, and I do feel like I have a deeper spiritual connection. I won't say that I had any like mountaintop experiences, just like overwhelming, but I feel like it's the little things that matter when you're building a spiritual relationship. Like it's putting in the time to read your devotional and putting in the time to pray and to just worship however way makes you feel comfortable and whichever way makes you feel more connected to God. So I had a really good time doing this Daniel diet. Am I sad that I'm done? No. I'm actually very excited to eat donuts and Rice Krispie treats. But will I do this again? I probably will be convinced next January to do it again, and I'm sure it'll be just as great as this time, if not better. But what I will say for this diet is, as a beginning of the year start, it really just gives you that inspiration you need. And it's not like a full year worth of like New Year's resolutions that you have to commit to doing something for the full year. It's just 21 days of your life that helps re-energize you to do stuff that you actually like and you want to be doing. So if you ever feel a need to just restart a little, try the Daniel diet. It's pretty great. So if you've enjoyed this video and if you've enjoyed this series, give it a thumbs up down below. Subscribe to my channel for more content like this. Follow my other social media, including Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and Snapchat at Ebony Gray. And I love you guys so much.